And that's
sorry that I'm white. I'm sorry. Like,
well, this is the funny thing is, like, everyone is virtue signaling so much right now that you just don't know where you land, and you're just like, I don't know what was you to the point where if you want to say something, it's almost as you feel as if people are going, "Hey, you don't get a turn," and you're like, "Oh,
yeah,
okay." Like it's very, very perplexing right now, and
you don't know if you're supposed to. Like,
well,
everybody's just so bad.
And this is the thing is, if somebody's like, "Hey, you're," like, for me, it's like, okay, you're a white man, even though I'm of European descent and whatever, but someone says, "Hey, you're a white man, you don't get a say." Now, does that mean I should fight for my say? Is that like, I don't know. Like, it's very, and you want to be respectful of other people, and at the same time is, in what way is not being allowed to say something okay? You know, that's exactly what we're trying to fight against. So how does that work? And like,
not one thought that I've ever had that I've had to. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say.
Sorry.
It comes down to it's almost like a grand sort of censorship, right? And you're just like, well,
yep.
I don't get that. That doesn't make any sense to me. Why is that okay? You know.
It makes things so bad.
Absolutely.
It's so bad.
It's. I don't know. I have my fingers crossed for this progress to do well and for everyone to grow, not like I grow. That's not what I mean. I mean, like, up here. But you know what I mean? Like, it's, I don't know. It's, please tell me what your thoughts, Crystal.
But personally, I just think that it's helping us grow apart and separating us, and it's just because, and now everybody's gonna say the wrong it's like when you're in a relationship with somebody who's like, you feel like you like can't do anything right, like you're in any type of, and you're like, I can't say anything to impress that person, you know, like I can't, and you can't win with them. Well, that's like life now, because you're like, you don't know, like everything's so on eggshells, and it's like, well, if you have to, like, okay, so it's just, you know, and then the people that are all against, oh, I want to be against the man and blah, blah, and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's rules against jumping off the Niagara Falls to the falls. Well, other people have done it, and other people have gone, so why shouldn't you? Let's all go jump over the falls. Well, because, you know, like, I posted on Facebook, I posted something about masks, and I just like the song, and personally, like, I think masks it takes me down 20 years. I've been ID'd 3 times since this whole COVID shit has happened.
Yeah.
Okay? It takes away any teeth problems. You got a little bit of fucked up, like, your nose is fucked up, you got a little bit of seasonal herp, like, anything, it will cover, right? You got like shit going on around your face, it will cover. So I'm like, what's wrong with the mask? I'm like, fuck, even if you don't know, because we don't know anything. And so nobody can say that they know anything that's going on. You don't know. I had that post on about this mask. It was like, it was to the beat of a song. I can't even remember what it was. It wasn't relevant to me. I just liked the beat of the song, and I like masks because they have got me ID'd 3 times, and I'm almost 40. So I'm like, yay, masks. I got pretty high. I think I said this. I've repeated this anyways. I repeated myself. But everybody fought on this post, right? So then I post a post, and I'm like, okay. I'm like, smile, fuck faces. I'm like, because
go ahead.
when I looked up what woke meant. Because, and I'm starting this only 14 minutes in, so don't get mad at me.
Sorry, now you're frozen.
I googled what woke meant because you did. So I'll just continue telling them. So I googled what woke meant, and as far as I knew, woke meant when you wake up in the morning, to be aware, to be conscious, to be aware of your surroundings, you're awake, you know, you're on to take on a new day, you get a new chance to be woke, right? And now, if you Google what woke is, it's like to be aware of racism and to be aware, and that's exactly what it says in the first line. And it's like, now we're putting, it's all this stuff, and it's like, you're not woke, you're not aware. And it's like, aware is your consciousness, right? And consciousness is to be aware, to be conscious of your surroundings, to know. So, and there's different states of consciousness based on how much of the information you have, how much you have going into the situation, whether or not, like, how awake you are, basically, right? So if we don't have all this, we're the being woke. It's like, okay, well, we're not going to do this until we're aware. And are we really aware of what's going on, or are we aware of what we want to know?
Absolutely.
What we believe?